Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome everyone to the last day of Velocity Online, of raising money for Movember. So we start the day with Kidrocker's run of Pokemon FireRed, LeafGreen, any percent.
Hello, I am Kidrocker96. I am a Pokemon speedrunner. I mainly have ran FireRed LeafGreen for about a year and a half now. And I do other speedruns I've done Sword and Shield and Let's Go. I am also joined by co-commentators JP Zanem.
Hello, hello.
And Mockwing.
Hello, everyone.
So I'm going to get started right now in 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
So, JP or Mockwing, do one of you two want to explain the starter manip for us?
Sure. So the only manipulation that's done in Pokemon FireRed LeafGreen is the starter manip. It's a 1 in 60 frame manip. 1 frame, 1 try. You start a timer when you press OK on the name creation, and you go through as quickly as possible. You check the trainer ID, punch that into a program that translates it to a list of Squirtles, and then you punch in the frame for a Squirtle that you want into the timer program, and you press A when it counts down to 0, essentially. And it's a very, very intricate manip.
Yeah, and when JP says intricate, he's putting it light, to say the least, really. Runners of all levels are known to get stuck in the lab for quite a while, because being frame perfect on this trick specifically is definitely the hardest execution level thing to do in this run.
Yeah, it's quite typical for people to spend anywhere from like 10 minutes to 2 hours trying to get a Squirtle to get a single segment run like that, or even just like a legitimate run, I should say. So.
Okay, so we're gonna see here if Kidlocker was able to.
Nope, 1 frame late.
Yeah, he's cool. Close.
So now I'm going to load up a backup save file that I have with a runnable Squirtle already, and we will head into our Rival 1 fight.
Yeah, it's for races and marathons, it's always good to have a backup Squirtle, because like it's almost impossible to get it in that sort of setting first try. It can happen, but it's rare.
So for this rival fight, we're just going to keep tackling over and over again on this Bulbasaur. The only real way for you to die to this fight that I've seen is either if you get growled a lot, which is really rare, or if you get crit once or twice depending on your HP and defenses.
Looks like Kidrocker got a pretty good crit there. It's always great to crit in the rival fight, just because you never know when your luck can turn against you, and you start missing tackles.
You start missing tackles, Bulbasaur crits you, that sort of thing.
So now we head into Route 1, and there is a immunity with encounters that we have for this specific game, where the first 5 encounters of Route 1, we get a 1% encounter rate, and then for its Viridian Forest, it goes up, or JP, do you know if it's 5 or 6 for Route 1?
It is 6 outside, 7 in the forest, 8 in caves.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So we get an immunity, and with 1%, and sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. Like right there, that was not it, but we also only want one encounter on our way up. So
usually you get like 2. That's typically the average that you see. If you're unlucky, you get 3.
So right now we are going up to get the parcel for
Unlucky.
oak, and then from there we are going to bring that back down to him, and then we're going to try and catch 2 cut and a fly Pokemon. And for that we will tackle them once and throw a ball at them. Sometimes they get in, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, it's generally 78% after a single tackle to get a Rattata or a Pidgey into the ball. So it'll be a nice coin flip whether or not they decide to be nice and get in. There are backups in case they don't get in, but it's just very annoying to have to do them. What's your stats, Kidrocker? Because we're on our backup Squirtle.
So for the backup Squirtle, I have 30 HP, 4 attack, 22 defense, 31 special attack, 21 special defense, 27 speed, and mild nature.
Very good, very good. The only downside is the 4 attack, but even that's completely serviceable. There are a couple fights that are a little more scary, specifically the Rival 2 and Rival 3 fights, but everything else is completely fine.
Yeah, the unique part about this game is that since every single run of this game you do, you're attempting to manipulate a fresh Squirtle, and there's, I believe, over 63,000 IDs, you're hardly ever going to see the same one twice. So usually when you're running this game, you're going to have to be prepared to see a large variety of stats, and then adjust your game plan accordingly as you go through the speedrun.
So when we went up here the first time, we actually grabbed a potion from the Mark Guide. That potion is really useful because the Brock split is known to kill runs so much, especially when people are going for world record attempts. Because if you don't have Torrent for Brock's Onyx, then you need Torrent just outside of kill range, and it's a 9 and 16 range on his Onyx. So there are, for world record attempts, a lot of people don't grab that potion because it wastes time, and it'll get to the point where you cannot win that fight unless you get a Rock Tomb miss.
Yeah, it ends up being a thing where it's like with Brock, it's faster to end the fight in Torrent, and if you don't end the fight in Torrent, you end up losing like a minute usually, and early game losing a minute when there's so much more that can go wrong is really bad. So it's better to just not get the potion and risk a miss or something like that. But for a marathon run, 1 minute lost there, not a huge deal. We can make it through.
So in Route 1, for the catches, I did not get any encounters, so we're just going to go for the backups with the catches. So the backups for the rat in Route 1 is in Route 4 after Mount Moon. We can either get a Sandshrew with LeafGreen or a rat. And for Pidgey, you can get a Spearow or a Pidgey in Route 3 right after Pewter City.
There is also a third backup. You could encounter a Nidoran in Route 3 as well while you're searching for the bird.
And then if you really want to risk it, there's also Paris at the back of Mount Moon.
But that's only... Is that only for FireRed? Or is that for both?
So Paris is for both, but you don't go for Paris and LeafGreen because you have the Sandshrew backup.
That's right.
With Nido, like it's only 10% to encounter. Like as soon as you find a bird in Route 3, you leave. So if you find Nido first, you catch Nido. Otherwise, if you find the bird first, you just leave and get Rat or Sandshrew after.
So this is the first fight that I'm going to save for. This is Bug Catcher Sammy. And he is notorious for killing runs just because he likes to crit us with Poison Sting. So for this fight, for me, Poison Sting will do 3 with 4 being a high roll. And then Poison Ticks will do 2 to me. With a crit, he normally does 7. And since I am low attack, I am going to Tail Whip times 2 first, and then I'm going to tackle him. That poison right there was really good for this because we want to end up in Torrent after this for the Brock fight to make it go faster. And we want to get as low HP as we can while also surviving attacks from the mons that outspeed us or we don't one-shot in Brock's gym.
The idea behind most Pokemon strategies is to give your opponents as few turns as possible to waste time, ruin the run, crit you, kill you, that sort of thing. So Weedle having as many turns as it does has a lot of opportunities to really, really ruin our day.
So here I'm going to be gaining 2 levels and I'm going to use Poison to get down to 6 HP so that we are in Torrent for the entirety of Brock's gym.
But if you thought the nightmare fights were over, you're just in luck. We have another 2 coming right up. Even though Kidrocker was able to obtain Torrent for the gym, which is the ideal scenario, we're gonna walk into a fight right now, Liam and Brock's gym, and even in Torrent, you still need to risk 2 turns likely against, I believe it's a level 7 Sandshrew. And
I don't think it's level 7. I think it's level 9.
Okay, yeah.
Level 9 would
nine
make more
probably
sense since we are level 8.
Okay.
The point is, it's arranged to kill the Sandshrew with a 2-shot, so...
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, the very beginning of this route is very dangerous, so we save for the first 3 fights.
And technically, even the first 4 fights.
Yeah, because we have backup for Rival 1.
The Geodude will always get knocked out with a single bubble if you're in Torrent. That's guaranteed. And then this Sandshrew takes 2. Or
Not
3.
if you crit.
Not if you crit, indeed.
A little bit of time save there.
Goodbye.
Nice. That is the dream scenario against Liam. A 2-turn fight and then just on to Brock.
Again, saving because of the 9-16 range. So as you see, after we kill this Geodude here, we are going to be going into... we're going to be getting knocked out of Torrent with level up. But we want that just so that we're out of Rock Tomb range from the Onyx. And then we want him to hit us back into Torrent with the Tackle and try and hit the 9-16 range. And we got it.
Nice.
Excellent. So we're holding our collective breaths right there.
Hoping to hit it.
Yeah. That was indeed a perfect gym.
Surprisingly.
So you'll notice that at the Sammy fight, we swapped the Tail Whip and Tackle moves. That way we could easily teach over Water Gun to Tail Whip. That way, we can just press A and water gun things.
Yeah, and also getting tackle from Brock's Onyx here is really going to help him come into play in this next section, where, as we said, just not going in with Torrent produces so much time loss. When you do go in with Torrent, this route can be a breeze at most times. There are technically 2 ranges that you risk in the first fight. They're 15 out of 16, but hopefully we don't see that type of luck today.
Were we 30 special attack?
It was 31 special attack.
Okay, then there's no range. It's only a range at 30 special attack, so.
I actually didn't know that.
So there, I bought 4 repels instead of 3 like we normally do in the route, because we will be going for a revive that's in Mount Moon, just so that we can have a little bit more safety with the marathon run. Normally for PB attempts, or even sometimes with races, there are people that don't go for it just because there's a time loss there, and it's a lot riskier, but also too, you can just save for a lot of the stuff. So what they were talking about with the 15-16 range with 30 is this Caterpie right here with Torrent. So right now I'm at 12 HP, so I'm going to try and get lower in Torrent to try and stay in Torrent. So I'm going to bubble this last Caterpie to try and have him tackle me. And we got it, nice.
Gotta love when Colton decides to play nice.
Which he does sometimes, but not all the time.
So wasting 1 turn there saves 3 turns in the next 2 fights.
If we have any donations, you can go along with that, because this is just me just water gunning everything. Looks like we lost Den in the voice call, so...
That's fine. I don't know if there are any donations, but this marathon is benefiting the Movember Foundation, which is a research organization benefited towards men's mental health, suicide prevention, prostate cancer, and testicular cancer. You can donate today. I believe !donate will pop up the link from Nightbot, and all donations are appreciated.
So as we were saying before, after this fight right here, I am going to go into the grass in Route 3 to try and catch a bird. Or maybe even a Nido if it appears. And we'll see how this goes.
The nice thing about doing the search here is that you don't have to worry about this walking girl here. She has a Jigglypuff and she likes to walk up and down, but by the way that we have to search our path, we don't have to worry about her.
Yep, and it looks like Kidrocker found his bird on his first encounter. So with this, he'll likely just be moving on out of the grass unless he gets an encounter on the way out.
The breakout is very annoying, but the extra damage definitely helps. So for Mount Moon, we have to fight an optional trainer. There are one of 4 that we fight in order to make sure that we get level 18 as we exit. With this health, the best one to take is actually the Bug Catcher. Are you going to be taking the Bug Catcher?
I am going to be taking the Bug Catcher.
In addition, we grab this Berry for the Misty fight. With mild nature, it's not likely that we would actually need it, but because it is a marathon, we may as well grab it just to be safe.
Safety is key.
And then we also swap down the potions in order to save some inputs later. So yeah, the 4 fights are this bug catcher, Ravi, who has 2 Caterpies and a Metapod. They all are defeated with 3 water guns as long as you're in Torrent. You have Youngster Josh, who has 2 Rattatas that are defeated if you have Torrent, and a Zubat, which is a 10 and 16 range. If you have 9
is
and
it
16.
10 or 9 or 16?
It's probably 9 and 16 range.
No, it's a 10 and 16.
Oh, okay, I was right. 10 and 16 range to defeat in Torrent. So it's a little riskier, but you get some extra speed IVs. There is the Rocket Spinner, which we'll be passing. He has a Rattata that outspeeds you and a Sandshrew. The Rattata knows Hyper Fang, so that one is very scary, but very useful if you have high HP, because it can just put you at low HP back in Torrent. And then there is the Hiker, which has 2 Geodudes and an Onix, and they just go down to Bubble. So that one tends to be the slowest, but the safest. But here we are.
So this trainer right here is Youngster Josh, the one we just passed, and then we have the Hiker there as well. And then we'll be coming along to the Rocket Spinner soon.
Alright, so Kidrocker's going to grab this revive up here, and it's going to be quite useful actually, because as soon as you're out of the cave, you face just 2 of the worst early fights in the game. Misty has a high probability to win, but as soon as one thing goes wrong, you can find the whole fight turning awry. And then once you're past that, you're on to your second rival fight.
So with these next 2 fights here, we have the Rocket Grunt, which I just finished, which goes down to Water Gun and Torrent for both of his mons. And then here we have the Super Nerd, which we have a Grimer that we 2-shot, and then a Voltorb and a Coughing that are both ranges. This Grimer also has Disable, which could slow us down a lot if we get hit by it. Which it did not, but it missed a Poison Gas. So the Grimer's moveset is Disable, Poison Gas, Pound, and...
Harden,
that's right. So it can really screw you over with Poison Gas, Disable, and it's just not fun at all. So we missed the 9 and 16 range on the Voltorb. We'll see if we can hit the Coughing range, which this one is 14 and 16. We did not.
Alright, of all the moves Coughing could use there, Tackle was definitely the preferred one. Smog can damage you, as well as has, I believe, a 30% poison chance. And then it also has Poison Gas, which can also poison you and just lose you tons of time.
Okay, we're going to praise Helix, and then we're going to leave. And then we will grab the greatest move of all time in FireRed LeafGreen speedruns. The move is Mega Kick, or as we like to call it in the FireRed LeafGreen community, Mega Miss. It is a 75 base, 120 base power, 75% accuracy move. And we are going to be using this move a lot. for this move, and then Blizzard, me, JP, and Mockwing will all be donating $5 for each miss.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then we're gonna try and get a rat here.
Well, we got our first hero.
How many
Getting-
sparrows will we get?
Getting a cutter here is like 55%, I think. Either 55 or 65%. So it's likely, but we can still run into a bunch of non-cutters. Unfortunately,
man-
Wanli Ways is not one of them.
Yikes.
Yeah, this is can sometimes be the issue with getting your cutter later in the game. In Route 1, you're guaranteed to either find a Pidgey or a rat. But if you find yourself having to move on, like as Kidrocker did when he got no encounters, you have to use these spots, which aren't 100% guaranteed to get you the Pokemon you need. It looks like we got a rat here.
I did. Nice 4 encounters without a rat or a shrew popping up. 55% by the way. So now we are
Hooray.
gonna go get a rare candy in this house up here. And we're going to be going to level 20 for Misty. Now, we get Bite at level 19, which helps a lot for Misty, but we want to go to 20 to get better ranges. Level 19 Misty is what we used to do for FireRed LeafGreen, and it was RNG hell.
Yeah, basically you didn't use the rare candies, and you got level 19 on Starmie itself, and you also had to get Mega Punch, and no.
It was not fun.
Yeah, this strat is much better. Even though it can still go completely sideways, this strat is far better.
Now we will save for Misty just in case, and then get a move on.
The main thing that can go wrong in this particular fight is confusion. Water Pulse has a 20% chance to confuse, so if we are unlucky, we can get multiple confusions. Because the Squirtle/Wartortle is mild, it is less likely for the Starmie to use Water Pulse, but the Staryu typically uses Water Pulse after one hit, but that ain't gonna happen because we got the crit. Nice job.
Nice crit, by the way.
Nice. Yep, it looks like we didn't get the good first roll.
Yikes! That's way too close.
Oh,
Ooh,
Misty
Swift
tried
critical.
killing this run.
That is the other main way that these runs die. Swift critical.
Swift or Water Pulse crit. I've had both.
Well, aside from that, you know, it was a good fight. That was a good fight.
Living on 2 HP kind of makes your butt clench a bit, but it's fine.
Yeah. So now we will teach Water Pulse and heal up a little bit so that we're out of death range from Rival 2.
But we are not healing to full just because the way mechanics of this game works. The rival has smart AI, so he is more likely to go for sleep powder and leech seed if we are above half HP or half HP. So 50% or more, he's more likely to go for it, but we have seen it where as we are lower, he still goes for it at times. The only time he's guaranteed to go for Vine Whip is if we are in kill range.
Yeah, for guarantee. Yeah. I've seen some things.
JP's been a long time runner of this game, and a lot of stuff has happened to him.
That's unfortunate. Are you gonna just take the death and revive?
No, I'm gonna heal. See what happens with that. That should be enough. Yep. Try and get the flinch. Hit the kick. That's $5.
Right. Luckily, this is what revives are for. But yeah, this is just a first fight in what's going to be over the next 3 splits, where we're going to have to be sometimes hitting Mega Kick for our lives.
And the game does it a lot where we will miss a kick and die. That's one of the main ways to die to Rival 2 or 3. And I missed the Water Pulse range on the Abra.
Yeah, that's a pretty rare range to miss. It's like 3 and 16 to miss, but it can happen.
So now we are going to Bridge, which a lot of people like to call Resident Sleeper Bridge just because it's a lot of tedious battles that no one really wants to do. But it gets us a lot of levels, so it's useful in some ways. If we have any donations right now, this would be a good time to do them.
In fact, a perfect time. There's only one fight on this bridge that actually matters. And by actually matters, I mean can cause us to donate money.
If I was low enough HP, it would cause me to die, but I'm not in that range. You have to be, I think, less than 8 HP for you to die to the Oddish.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure for you it is 7 to 8.
Six to 8, according to Thunder. And we hit the kick.
Yay!
Yay. Although I'm cheering either way.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Now y'all can go back to sleeping for right now. That was the only exciting part of this bridge. The rest is easy fights that we just sweep through.
Thunder in chat says, fun fact, all of the Bill Split Oddishes do the exact same damage on all special defenses. That's actually interesting.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah. It's interesting how that works out.
Makes it easy to know what the risk is for going for the mega kicks. Because like all of the Oddishes you have to mega kick, with the exception of Martha, which will be double biting. And there's the Bulbasaur that we have to kick. There's a Drowsy that we have to kick. And a couple others, depending on our HP.
As you can tell, there are a lot of kicks in this route.
We really would rather just not kick, but these Pokemon are so bulky.
It's so much slower if you don't kick.
Yeah.
Especially the Drowsy. I think it's like a 3 in 16 range with Water Pulse. And then Bite just doesn't do enough to kill at all.
I was gonna say exactly. Right now, this early in the game, Mega Kick is the only move that we can get that is gonna one-shot these things, which is great for a speed run, but also sometimes leaving Rival 2 can put you sometimes in Torrent, and that can get risky now when you're hitting Mega Kicks on auditions for 75%.
Unnecessary crit right there. So now here we are going to be picking up an Ether so that we can... Oh no, it's Elixir here, Ether at the end of the route. Both for our Mega Kick PP mainly, because we use a lot of them in this route. And then upcoming is Camper, or is this youngster Dan? I don't know. His name is Dan. I know that.
He's a youngster.
He has a 1 in 16 range to spin on us with that movement there. He didn't this time, but there have been multiple times where people have been on good paces and he spins, and even though he has one Slowpoke that we kill in one shot, it still loses about 15 to 30 seconds.
Yeah, if he spins early enough, you have to run all the way around him. And if he spins late, in time to see you, like, you can just bonk off of him and go down. Spinners can be safely passed in this game just by opening a menu. Like, it resets their spin clock, and it just makes it free to pass by them. If you're right next to them, you can just walk right by. But sometimes it's just easier to do that.
Now here is the first difference in the two routes that we have for FireRed LeafGreen. We have Camper Flint that we're fighting now, or Hiker Knob that you can also do. Hiker Knob benefits when you're in Torrent more, because he makes you go to level 25, and he gives you Water Pulse ranges on the Oddishes here. And then he also makes any ranges that you're going to be doing better, because any defensive ranges, because you're getting defensive EVs from the 3 Geodudes that he has. So with that, he makes Koga a better fight because the poison types do less damage, because that's physical damage in this generation. And then there are a couple other things that he makes better. I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is. And we hit both of our kicks.
Very nice.
So now we are going to be picking up this Ether, and then we are going to be talking to Bill, the Clefairy.
The cosplayer.
Yeah. Y'all may be skeptical, but he's stuck as a Clefairy. talk to this computer, and he comes out as Bill.
Also, when you pick your character for the game, there's hardly any time difference between picking the boy character or the girl character. But one advantage that picking the boy character has is that in this cutscene, instead of calling you a lassie, Bill calls you, I believe, a lad, which saves 3 texts of printing.
Fun fact, though, the official released TAS uses the girl, so girl is never time loss. It's in the TAS.
True.
So we gotta use the ether, right?
Yeah, the ether on
Yeah.
Mega Kick here, because we have to Mega Kick this drowsy. Otherwise, it's does 10 damage to you specifically, and actually no, it does 6 with headbutt or confusion, 5 as a low roll, 7 as a high roll, and we hit the kick.
Nice. This is
Very good.
also a really good kick to hit because the Straussy comes loaded with moves that can take down your time. Like if it lands confusion, there's a chance for you to get confused, as well as it has hypnosis in its move pool, which means you'll have to take a turn using an awakening.
Yeah, it's got confusion, headbutt, disable, hypnosis, all of which are annoying.
Sable especially. Now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to get this rare candy, which we will use right before we get to the rival fight.
Yeah, it'll end up putting us at level 27.
Now here's another chance for us to miss Mega Kick because we have to use it on this Redicate, which is very bulky. And we missed. We hit our second one though.
Mega Miss strikes again.
Yep. Now in this mart, we are going to buy super potions, paralyzed heals and repels, and then head off to face Rival 3. Now this is another fight that is notorious for killing you just because of Mega Kick misses, and then the Ivysaur is very, very bulky. If you have low enough attack, you actually have to Mega Kick ×2 this thing, which we don't have.
Yeah, we specifically filter out any attacks that are that low, so.
And we have Sand Attack.
Yeah, Sand Attack is a move that you don't want to see, just because on top of the 75% accuracy for Mega Kick.
And we hit the
It takes
kick on
it
the
down.
Ivysaur. which I was not expecting, just for the fact we got sand attacked. But we missed it on the rat.
So that's 2 so far, right?
That's 3.
I believe it's 3.
Oh, it's 3.
We missed one on Rival 2, missed one on the Eradicate before Rival 3, and then the rat on Rival 3.
Gotcha. I missed that.
No. Come on, just hit.
That
Thank
is
you.
so lucky. You can water pulse now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I accidentally just spammed through bite.
Okay, yay, 1.
Yay, made it through.
Yikes. Sand attack at the beginning of any rival fight is very bad.
Yeah, that when I'm not in torrent on that fight, I typically bite first just to go for the flinch chance.
Yeah. But I feel like going for water pulse first is better just for the crit chance and the confusion chance.
Yeah, well, the thing for that particular one is like you've got supers and you've got Pokemon to swap out to, so it's not as safe to do it that way. Like especially because you were that high at that point, like you were like 30 HP. By the way, free heal here. But yeah, I feel like biting first is a better play overall.
Everyone say bye to SSN. Bye, ship.
Bye.
Yeah, this is going to be our last tiny break in game for a while.
Yeah, there's no other direct cutscenes, so.
And now we are about to go to one of the worst parts of the run, which is Surge and his cans.
Yeah, unlike Gen 1, where you can manipulate your cans and go on through, it's just an RNG guessing game still for Gen 3. Oh yeah, as well as the later gen and Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Yeah, Heart Gold Soul Silver, it's fine. In Let's Go Eevee, it is free. It's always the same
Eevee, they're
things.
always set.
Yep. And every other game, it is random.
Nope, only trash here. Found it right underneath the gentleman.
Yep. So we're going to fight the gentleman, we're going to save, and then we're going to attempt to find the second can. The nice thing about cans is that once you find the first can and you save, the first can is always marked as found, so you can just go find the correct can. It's always the same can, no matter the reset, so.
Yeah, we don't want to forget to save. And we got it, nice.
Awesome, first try cans.
Yay. And it's also
And
the
optimal.
faster option, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Surge, we need Torrent off the Raichu, unless we want to hit a kick. Shockwave from the Voltorb is actually surprising. I don't think I've seen that before.
Yeah, I see it sometimes. Oh, Shockwave crit is...
Yeah.
What's your special defense?
21. So he's doing 36 to 41 to me with
You
Shockwave.
can risk it, but
I
he's
can.
probably gonna water pulse. He's probably gonna shockwave right away because you're that low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the good news is you saved.
yeah. He actually double teamed. What?
Oh.
That is
Wow.
a surprise.
At that point, it's just based on the roll. So,
And this
to
is
be-
where Surge goes bad.
yeah, to be quite honest, I would not have potioned there. I would have gone for it.
Oof, yeah, we're getting the real bad RNG on this Surge fight. It can just continue spamming double team until it feels comfortable enough to hide behind about like 5 or 6 of them.
There's no way that Mega Kick counts. That
No.
was like 10% to hit.
Yeah. That was so bad.
But it's okay, we brought extra friends to the gym. They'll get their shot now.
I was not expecting that to live. But that works.
Oh. Yeah, that's actually a little helpful.
That's really useful because we get rid of the paralysis as well.
Yeah, it kind of worked out.
Yeah.
We're gonna push in here.
Oh.
Yeah, this is probably a
Yeah.
reset, unfortunately. Yeah,
we
this
weren't
is done.
we weren't low enough for quick attack.
It's fine. The real problem from that fight was the critical shockwave. Regular shockwave is completely
Yeah.
fine.
The
But the critical
shockwave,
at the beginning was not what we wanted at all.
not at all.
Yeah, in the ideal scenario for this fight, you want to put yourself, or you want to enter the Raichu part of it at a health where one shockwave is going to take you into Torrent, which will then allow you to two-shot the Raichu. So taking a little bit of damage on this Voltorb is actually a good thing. But it has a variety of moves, and right here you Screech, which means the two-shot with Water Pulse is likely out. Unless we take a good for a shockwave.
And the double team start.
If Raichu's at full health, it is more likely to double team than any other move. It can
The crit on the kick that makes
Nice.
no point.
The it can sometimes Thunderwave, and rarely will it turn one Shockwave, but mostly likely double team. Okay, that fight went much better.
A lot better.
Yeah.
Definitely one of the worst fights in the run. The other fight that can also go really bad is Koga. Koga is really bad just because we have to be into Torrent for it, and it's a... Well, depending on the route you're using, it could either be a 68% range or a 25% range. And the fight can just go really bad if you get poisoned from Sludge, and he'll just kill you. And I hit an optional.
Alright.
I didn't go over enough.
Oh, good. Luckily, this optional isn't gonna pose too much danger
No.
to us.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of time loss losing the bites. I actually just walk that turn just because it's very tight to make the turn.
Technically, I would have had the turn if I was where I normally go, but I went through the middle instead of on the left side. So I did my normal movement of up and then left one and then up, but I wasn't in the right spot for that.
Oh.
Alright, well, that was good. No para hacks.
Surprisingly. For anyone that doesn't know, I am the runner that is known for the worst RNG when it comes to races. So
It's very unfortunate.
with this, I'm surprised I haven't gotten worse luck.
Yeah, so some of the worst things I've heard happen in this game have happened during live races. I've been in with Kidrocker. It's definitely a shame. No one deserves this. But we know Kidrocker will always prevail.
So now we go to face Junior Trainer Alicia, where we have to hit 2 kicks on 2 Oddishes.
Rock Tunnel is the other major section that Mega Kick is used in. There are 4 required Mega Kicks, 5 preferred Mega Kicks, and you have to refresh your Mega Kick PP in the middle of it.
I wasn't paying attention and I hit a kick on the Bellsprout that I wasn't supposed to, so it works.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I just wanted to give us another chance to pay another $5. It's fine. That was all jank.
Pass is always a pass.
So fun fact, if you screw that up and you go into menu, you can just use bicycle again.
Yeah.
And it'll be free to get past.
Now, since we aren't in Torrent, this Venonat coming up here is going to be a 7-16 range with Water Pulse. And it has Confusion, which can confuse us, which can be bad. And we crit it anyways, that's fine.
Oh, nice.
Guaranteed the range.
Is it a really range if you just crit?
No, but it guaranteed the range. Hidden rare candy there.
And then for safety, I'm also going to be grabbing this hidden super potion.
Yeah, it's very hidden. I never knew about the super potion until I started speedrunning this game, actually. Actually, there's a lot of items on this route that I had no idea where they were until...
We have missed 3, because I'm not counting the one surge that was like 10% to hit.
Yeah, it's 3 so far.
Now, both these slowpokes are ranges. That one was a 3-16 because I'm on the less EXP route. And then the other
actually,
one is a 1-16.
With the optional hit, you actually got to level 30.
Yeah, so it's like a 9-16 instead.
So the optional's paying off.
I think with
And the crit there. Nice.
you might actually get to 33 before the lift key rocket.
Maybe. We'll see.
I'm fairly certain.
Now, this is Martha. This is where a lot of runs end in Rock Tunnel. This trainer has an Oddish and a Bulbasaur. The Oddish, since we are at low enough attack, we have to bite twice. And then the Bulbasaur, we have to hit a kick on. That poison powder was not great.
The good news about the Oddish is it knows the 3 powders, and then, or rather, powders and spores, and then it knows Sweet Scent. So after it does one of those, after you get a status effect, you can just heal off whatever it is, and it's a free
Only
heal.
hit the kick. I was really afraid there
Nice.
for that Bulba because
Excellent.
it had to 1 in 16 high roll for us to die.
Yeah, that bulb also has a not so great move set for us. It has Vine Whip, Razor Leaf, Poison Powder, and Sleep Powder, and then Razor Leaf also has a higher chance to crit than a regular move. It goes from 1 in 16 to 1 in 8.
Yes, indeed. So that worked out really well. The rest of the tunnel is very simple in terms of fights. Like, there's an Onyx that's a range, but it usually is not a problem.
So this is where the Onyx range comes in. It's 81.3% chance to hit. And we got it. Not bad, not bad. And then the rest of this is really easy fights. The only thing is we have a spinner that we run to walk that we have to do in the dark.
You can run to bike it as well, but
it's-
it is slower but safer.
The funny thing is, a lot of people say that they find the run to bike a lot easier. I find the run to walk a lot easier.
So, with the way the trainers that can spin on you work in this game for dodging them, if you're doing a run to bike, you have 2 tiles where you can hop on the bike and bike pass, because in the amount of time it takes you to bike those tiles, the spinner won't be able to spin on you. Whereas a run to walk, you have 1 tile where you only have 1 tile of safety essentially that you can walk past, and that spinner won't spin to get you. So I think that's where the difference is coming from for some runners. Yeah, sorry, that probably wasn't like a great explanation. I can maybe go into a little more detail, I guess. So, biking in this game, I believe, is 8 frames or 6 frames, one of those 2. And the time it takes for a spinner to spin and catch you is 16 frames.
Yeah, it's 8 frames.
You know, it's 8 frames in this game? Okay, perfect. Yeah, so essentially that bike is going to be able to cover 2 tiles in the time that that spinner processes in its AI its fastest time to spin. And walking takes 16 frames exactly as well. So in a run to walk, you'll have to get to the tile right before that spinner, whereas in a run to bike, you can either get to that tile or the tile before and still pass safely. And here we go. And perfect.
One thing I did forget to do before this fight, since we have to use a mic here, and I've only had 1 left before the Martha fight, I had 2 elixir, but that's perfectly fine because I can just bite ×2 this Oddish. A little bit of time loss, but it's fine.
Yeah, luckily this is going to be the last Oddish we'll have to worry about for this run. Oddish, I say. Not counting the rest of the evolutionary line yet.
Mm-hmm. So overall, a very smooth rock tunnel, I would say.
Yeah, relatively. Nothing terribly went wrong.
Another quick shop here. Here is where we buy 4 escape ropes that we'll use all of, and then 7 super repels, which we will also use all of. So,
And the 7 super repels is all we need to get through the rest of the run. We don't buy any more repels after that shop there.
And here we fight a gamer. It's a really safe fight. He has 2 fire Pokemon. But there's 2 trainers you can fight right here. It's this gamer, or you can fight the last above. But the benefit of fighting the gamer here is that he gives you a significant amount of money more than the last does. I believe it's somewhere close to like 1,000 more Poké dollars.
So for anyone that didn't know, when I first started running this, I didn't know this at all, but you can just bike in this tunnel here. That's something that I learned when I first started speedrunning this game. I'm like, wait, you can actually bike in there? So now here we are going to face this Rocket Grunt, where it has Eradicate that we will have to kick, since we're not in Torrent. You either have the choice to Water Pulse Torrent this, or you can Mega Kick this. Up. Game didn't take my down input, but I'm just barely in Torrent. Never mind. The biting on the Oddish actually helped.
yay!
Nice.
Because it knocked me just barely into Torrent. I can do Nabi XP. Because I just hit 33, so... Route change!
So the main benefit to the extra EXP that we would get with a different route is that we can level up early, and then level up early again later.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to see Kidrocker do now. There's 2 different spots that you can candy here based off how much experience that you have before you entered Rocket Hideout. Here, Kidrocker had enough experience so that he can candy here, and what this is going to do is it's going to improve some ranges on 2 Rocket fights that are coming up right before Giovanni. And the other route, what it does is it candies after those 2 fights. So it accepts some ranges on those fights in order to maintain some speed.
Oh no, I dropped the lift key.
So here we grab the lift key, so then we can go up to face Giovanni and get the Sylph Scope. The one difference here between this and like a Gen 1 speedrun is in Gen 1 you can grab the Pokédoll and completely skip this section. In FireRed LeafGreen they actually patched that, so you cannot do that glitch anymore. So you actually have to go through Rocket Hideout and do the whole Giovanni fight and all that. If we have any donations, now could be a good time as well.
In fact, we do. Let's see here. $50 by Shab. Successful Shabla bike on the bikers, and I will donate another 50 smiley face. Thank you very much, Shab, for the $50.
Okay, Sheb has put me in a position.
So, I am ignorant. What is the Shabla bike?
Shabba bike is literally just YOLOing, just biking right past them all without them spinning.
No pauses, no anything?
No pauses, no nothing. Just YOLOing it entirely.
Well, I mean, content.
It is content.
This is a speed run.
It is. We gotta go fast.
That is the fastest pass.
Question is, can I be like Shab and actually do the Shabla bike? The world may never know.
Shovel bike saves minutes. I think the confidence of executing a shovel bike definitely powers the run.
Exactly. And now here we are evolving to Blastoise just in time for the Giovanni fight.
Yeah, so coming up in this Geo fight, he has 3 Pokemon. 2 we don't even really need to worry about, Onix and Rhyhorn. Really easy water guns. But on the back end, Geo has a Kangaskhan, which can be quite difficult to take down if you are not a Blastoise.
I've done it twice where I've messed up the EXP routing and actually had to do this fight with Wartortle, and it's pretty bad. You pretty much have to tank a lot of hits.
Yeah, Mega Punch does an insane amount of damage.
Yeah, I would highly recommend at no point holding B during the evolution. It got me once, and I won't let it happen again.
Very easy fight. It helps a lot when Giovanni just uses Bite. No Mega Punches to have to be able to mess with.
Yeah, it was a really nice fight.
Now we're gonna go do some shopping. Do y'all like shopping? Because I know I do. Especially when it's for X items that make this run a lot easier.
Yes, it is quite fun.
Yep. And you get to ride the elevator.
So this shop, we buy a single X attack, 5 X speeds, 19 X specials, 18. About 4 X accuracy, 5 X accuracies, I'm sorry, and 3 guard specs.
Now here I have to sell the nugget just because I bought the extra repel, which I completely forgot about. And didn't have enough money for the 3rd X spec, but that's perfectly fine.
Yeah. To be honest, I typically sell the nugget regardless, just to have the extra stuff, but...
Yeah, and it definitely helps, but depending on the route, sometimes you won't need the nugget, and it's just like... Depends on what you normally do and how you're used to.
Yeah, in like a race setting, we see a lot of nugget selling. Just that way, people can afford extra X specs or X accuracies just to like cover yourself and make sure like fights are safer.
Also, good news: the girl did not walk away before you talked to her.
That's really good news. Now here we are actually going to fly back to Lavender to face our rival, and then we are going to go to the top of the tower and use the Sylph Scope. With this rival fight, we actually have a certain setup that we use with the guard spec, where we guard spec just to the point where Gyarados' Intimidate won't affect us, so that we can kill it with Mega Kick at +1. So we use 4 turns on the Pidgeotto, 1 on the Ivysaur, and then it runs out just as the Gyarados is getting sent out, so we don't have to deal with its Intimidate. That crit is a little Monk S. Hopefully we don't get crit again. And we're good.
Excellent. The X accuracy makes the Mega Kick 99.5% accurate or something like that.
So it's like a 5%
there's still
chance to miss, but
Yeah,
it's very rare.
yeah, it's extremely
Okay.
unlikely to miss, but it has happened. So
Okay, we're through. So now we'll also Mega Kick this Growlithe just because it dies at neutral attack. And then we Water Pulse the Kadabra to save super effective text with Bite. And that is Rival 4 down.
Rival 4 is probably the easiest one. Like,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
I
agree.
would say so, yeah.
yeah,
Probably.
the only other one that would be like as quote unquote easy would be Rival 5, but this one is a lot safer.
Yeah. So yeah, that fight is really key because it's what we use to set up our HP for the rest of the split, as well as the next one, where having Torrent makes a huge difference.
Just for the fact of us needing to get to Koga, with Torrent, this whole split kind of requires you to get into that so that you can set up the Torrent for Koga. If we have any donations right now, now would be a good time.
The nice thing about this particular section is that there's like no real easy way to lose time here unless you do the wrong move. Plus, the Super Repel that we used all the way back when we taught Fly is just enough to get through the entirety of the tower.
So here we pick up this rare candy, and from there we go to use the self scope on the ghost, which turns out to be a Marowak. And
Mama
we just
Marowak.
knock it out and push it off to the side, and we're good.
Fun thing about this Marowak, it has perfect IVs.
I did
So-
not know that.
Yeah, straight 31 IVs. So that's why only Torrent Water Pulse kills it.
That's very interesting. I did not know that. Now here we have to face 3 rocket gun grunts, which all of the everything except for this grunt's Golbat and the next grunt's Drowsy dies to Torrent Water Gun. We need Torrent Water Pulse for the Golbat and the Drowsy. This Golbat here is actually a 8 and 16 range to one hit KO without Torrent. But Torrent is definitely very much so useful for this portion of the game. Just 'cause
Torrent
it
really
makes
is
it a
just-
lot.
Yeah, Torrent's really just the key thing that makes this run as fast as it is, because 50% extra power on your water type moves is a lot.
And the only thing we really have to worry about on this fight right here, the Strainer ends with Rattata and Eradicate. And they can both use Quick Attack, which can mess with your HP, but sometimes you'll still be fine with a Potion or an Orange Berry.
A lot of times Oranberry will help a lot with this. That's why we normally pick it up for safety. Just because we need that intricate spot where we need 10 health extra, but can't use a potion, because then it'll push us outside of Torrent. So now that we have all the rocket grunts there, we save Mr. Fuji, even though he says he wasn't in any harms. And we head back to his place, and he gives us the Poke Flute. From here, we fly back to Celadon, and we head towards Cycling Road. But first, we have to make a quick pit stop to this house here to get the tea for when we have to go to Silphco and get the guards something to drink so that they will let us pass. This Clefairy and the Neo very much so like to play goalie and block you all the time. Are y'all
Yeah,
ready for
yeah.
Shablik?
All right, it's time.
Just gotta get through the Snorlax, and we're gonna try the Shablik. See if we can hit it.
Ooh, I'm excited.
I mean, I did it. I didn't get hit. 1, 2.
Yo!
Ooh.
I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that biker there. When I hit him, I literally bonked on him twice.
Yeah. By all accounts, you should be caught.
I should have
But you weren't.
easily gotten hit there. I was highly surprised that I didn't get hit there.
Good job.
Well done.
Now we go into Safari Zone, where we will not catch anything.
No need to catch anything. It's dead category now.
I mean, you're not wrong. The category that JP is talking about is FireRed Round 2, where Pokeguy demolished world record. It went from a 332 to a 328. That category is dead and no one will be able to beat it.
I mean, it is possible to beat it, but the amount of grind that it would take to beat it is just, like, unreal. Like, it's even bigger than the grind that I'm going for any percent. So.
Yeah, and the any percent grind is a lot, and as it is. So, if you're going for world record in either category, it's tough. So here we pick up the gold teeth and then the revive. The gold teeth we give to the warden outside of Safari Zone to try and... Oh, he gives us strength for that. And then right here we are getting Surf for being the first contestant to reach this guy in Safari Zone.
Yeah, it's quite the reward. Pretty valuable.
So here we are going to Candy to 41 to get better ranges on Koga, and also get be able to survive more of Koga's hits, and then we will fly back to Fuchsia.
Yeah, you don't have to retire. You can just fly straight out and go straight to the Pokemon Center, which is conveniently right by the gym. So because we have the early experience, that allows us to rare candy here. Oh, you already rare candy. Never mind. Haha.
Yeah, I candied on the way out. So now that we have Torrent, we go into this juggler fight. And if we didn't have Torrent, we'd have to X Special first. But since we have Torrent, Torrent Surf kills all 4 of his mons.
Yeah, this is just the start of seeing how good a move Surf is for this run.
Yeah, Surf has quite traditionally just been a powerhouse move for Water-type Pokemon since Generation 1.
Also, can never underestimate having 100% accuracy on your main attacking move.
It's so nice.
I'm honestly surprised we didn't have any JP95s at the beginning of this run.
That was very nice.
So,
Yeah.
what I'm talking about with JP95 is it's an emote of JP's that he has for Tackle, because Tackle is a 95% accuracy move in this game. So, Tackle has been known for missing with JP and I for all of our runs that we've done, and it's just such a bad feeling whenever it misses, especially early game.
Yeah,
Just
I'm sure that Mockwing has also had that exact same problem.
Just because early
Yeah.
game time loss is so bad to see.
How about Blizzard 93? Maybe in the future.
I mean, do you use Blizzard more than you use Tackle?
But the Blizzards are definitely a more higher risk, yeah.
They definitely hurt you more if you miss. Okay, so this Muck has Minimize, which can be really bad if we actually miss that. Because he'll do Minimize and then he'll Sludge us. So that can turn into just a very bad situation. And then this Wheezing with Torrent Surf at +1, it is a 68.75% range. So hopefully
Yeah, and this
we can
is
hit,
this is the main benefit of this route.
and we hit it.
Very
Okay.
good.
Because the less EXP route that we used to have before was a 25% range on Koga. With this extra level that we gain from the higher EXP route, we actually get a higher range on Koga. So it's a 68% instead of a 25%. So now we are going to go talk to the warden to try and get strength from him. And then we are going to fly to Pallet Town to go see Blaine.
Yeah, he dropped his teeth in the Safari Zone. And we're just gonna give them to him. We didn't clean them. We didn't do anything. We just found them, and it's just like right into the mouth.
Yep.
I wonder how many nuggets it took to make all those teeth.
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Each human has 32 teeth. So I'd probably say, like, if you look at the size of the nugget compared to a tooth, probably like 4 or 5 nuggets, maybe.
I think that sounds about right. If only we could sell the gold teeth.
But then we wouldn't get strength and we wouldn't be able to complete the game. So
That is also true.
I don't know how much you want to sell strength during the speed run. So here we have we're in the Pokemon Mansion. Our main goal for this is to get the key for Blaine's gym and then also get Blizzard, which we will also be using for the rival fights on the Venusaur. And Blizzard with an X accuracy actually goes to 93%. So it's also feels bad when you're missing those, and we will be paying $5 for each Blizzard miss we do. So we have the secret key, and then we just escape rope out. And then on to Blaine. So in that mansion as well, there's an item called Carbos that we actually use if our speed is high enough to where we'll be able to outspeed either Blaine or Sabrina with that item. It ups our speed EVs so that we can get higher speed, and then we'll be able to outspeed either of the two depending on speed. Do either of you two know the speed thresholds that you need to have it?
With your
remember
particular
off the top
of my
routes, if you are 24 to 28 speed, you don't need to Carbos.
Yeah, I'm at 27 right now, so... Isn't it 29 to 31 you outspeed Sabrina, and then 20...
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, it's 30-31 outspeed Sabrina with Carbos. 29 is always a speed tie. If you do Youngster Josh, you can outspeed with a Carbos.
Okay, so now here is where we fight Blaine. If you don't have Torrent, you would X Special here, but since we have Torrent, we can just Surf all these. Or if I'm low enough on Surfs, then I go for Water Pulse on the Growlithe and the Ponyta, because it just saves Surfs.
Yeah, the fast Pokemon that we have to worry on this fight is Rapidash. It has a speed of 93, I believe. And luckily with this route, our speed rises to 94 or above, I believe. Actually, it should be probably in the high 90s at this point with the extra levels.
So here our speed goes to 90.
Yeah, you gotta be
Oh,
87 to outspeed, I think, so.
Oh, I might be thinking of Alakazam's speed or something. Wait. Oh, I'll figure it out.
And that is Blaine down.
Ray.
Now, as we walk out of this gym, this is where any percent in round 2 kind of splits off, because any percent will say no to Bill, while round 2 says yes to Bill, because there are more mons in the Sevi Islands that you can actually catch to help with the 60 Pokemon catch requirement for round 2. But we actually just say no to Bill and have him go wait in the Pokemon Center forever.
Yeah, he can just hang there. It's no big deal. He's a Pokemon, he'll be fine.
So here I am going to teach Blizzard to Blastoise over Mega Kick. And then we're going to fly to Celadon.
Goodbye, Mega Miss.
You will not be missed.
Oh my goodness, Sinjin. I have lost runs because of that.
I don't think I've ever taught Blizzard to a rat before.
I think I've done it once. It's scarring.
It's such a bad feeling because that's the only way that you can get through a lot of these fights is with Blizzard. So, yes, Rattata does learn Blizzard. So you can teach Blizzard to a rat and lose your run like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's very embarrassing when that happens.
That's why you just get Sandshrew and then you won't have to deal with that.
Do we have time for a few donations?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we have a couple responses to the Shabla bike from Sanjan, $40. CONTENT, which spells as content. Thank you very much. And $50 by Shab, keeping the promise here. Kidrocker is truly a king of content. Thank you very much. And $9 from Mario Killer 32. This one is for my love of Pokemon and for my desire to see even numbers in the donation total. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so here we are actually going to be facing Erica, where normally you would have to Blizzard bite Blizzard if you weren't in Torrent or if you didn't have enough surfs. But since I am in Torrent and have surfs, I can just surf this Victory Bell to death and won't have to worry about hitting a 70% Blizzard. And then I can just hope and pray that I hit the Blizzard on the Vileplume.
Very interesting to not save there.
I believe
I
we
think
can hit it.
we still have a revive, correct?
Yes. I have the revive from Koga's gym. Before Koga.
Okay, then we're good.
And we hit it. GG easy.
Nice.
Yay. That's the only raw Blizzard that we do. So.
So now from here, we are going to exit the gym, fly to Celadon, and then bike to Silphco. This is where one of the rival fights that a lot of people die to just because, and it hurts the most just because it's a 7% blizzard miss on the Venusaur. So that fight I'm definitely going to be saving for, even though I have the revive, because we do use X items on it. And it's very hard to recuperate X items after you've used them with this route. You'd have to either go buy more at a certain time that you pass the Celadon Mart, which is kind of hard to get together. No, I turn framed. So this spinner, he has an Arbok, and it likes to use Glare.
Just surf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a time loss. It's not really fun, but at least I know I have a safe pass.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about pausing the other 2 times, so it's fine.
Also, one thing that this route does with the early candies is you don't get level 45 for Gyarados, so it deals a bit more damage, and Blizzard is a range on it. But because of that extra EXP, you'll be able to level up before then. Oh yeah, and Venusaur.
So there we actually use the Max Elixir to get all of our PP back on all of our moves, because this fight is very hard without moves. You need a lot of blizzards, a lot of surfs, and it's just very scary of a fight altogether. Interesting fact for this fight, actually, we don't have to guard spec here because the rival actually gets rid of Sand Attack on the Pidgeot now, but then relearns it later on. We hit our first blizzard. That's good.
So this is a range for the second blizzard. Are you going bite into blizzard?
No, I'm gonna blizzard into bite.
Okay.
For the crit chance.
Nice.
Actually,
Oh, you're 40. Oh, you're 45.
Yeah, 45.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I forgot the extra fight pushed you over the edge.
Yep. Easy.
Nice. And this is also a good health for the rest of the split,
Yeah.
as well as next.
So that's one of the scarier fights in the midsection down. And now we are going to fight Rocket Grunt and then Giovanni. This Giovanni fight is actually... it can be tough, but it's not as bad as other Giovanni fights just because we have Surf and Torrent. Torrent Surf is actually a range on the Kangaskhan that he has, but it kills everything else that he has. So one way that a lot of people will stall for Torrent is on this Nidorino. They'll either go for Poison Point or try and get hit by it to try and get into Torrent, because Poison Point is a really nice way of going from high HP to low HP. His Kangaskhan also has fake outs, so that's always kind of rough if you are in lower side of Torrent, because it does like 13 to 15 damage. So he can flinch you and then kill you, and you're like, well, you gotta run all the way back. Here is the 81% range on the Kanga. Am I gonna hit it?
Fingers crossed.
You did hit it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then we water pulse the Rhyhorn just to save Serve PP.
Yeah, ideally this max elixir is gonna last us all the way till we get to the Pokemon League. Exactly, Randall. In this run, we can just go ahead and skip getting the Master Ball. I know that Etchy was doing a run of Let's Go Eevee last night, and I think in that game you're required to pick up the Master Ball before you go.
First to pick it up.
Yeah, in this game you can just skip it.
Okay, so I'm going to save for Sabrina just for the fact that I need to X-Speed on the Venomoth, and it has Psybeam, which can confuse us. Which can be really rough if it actually does.
Oh yeah, Randall brings up a good point. I believe you were able to save your person on the Misty fight, right?
Yep, it was never used, so.
I didn't X-Speed. This is going to be interesting.
You're dead.
Reset.
Yeah. Psychic just straight up
kills
mauls
you. That's what happens when you just mash. It's fine.
We could have risked the speed tie, but
I could have, but like, is it really worth it?
could have gone for the content.
For the content? Should have taken 31 plus extra EVs. I don't know about that one, G. It took me like an hour and a half to figure out my offset again and hit the Squirtle, so I'm fine.
Alright, time to X speed.
Time to actually X speed like we're supposed to.
Alright.
And Sabrina's
good.
dead.
Hooray!
Yes. Psybeam has a 10% chance to inflict confusion on that turn. It rarely ever happens. But when it does, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It's likely a YOLO on confusion for both Venomoth and Alakazam.
Okay, now we are heading to Viridian Gym, which is an easy sweep with Blastoise. Shouldn't have too many problems here. So if we have any donations, now would be a good time for those.
Oh yeah, we do have one donation here by Sanjan, $5.55. This donation was brought to you by the random number generator. Well, thank you, random number generator and Sanjan.
Getting closer to 2,000.
Slowly but surely making our way up there.
I guess I'll plug it. All proceeds will go directly to the Movember Foundation, benefiting research towards men's mental health and suicide prevention, prostate cancer, and testicular cancer research. Donate now.
At first, I thought you had that memorized off the top of your head, and then I realized that you were just reading what Nightbot was saying.
Exactly.
I was like, wait, what? The first time you read through it, I didn't see the exclamation point donate pop up. So I'm like, wait, does he just have that memorized in his head?
JP is a professional like that. There's never a doubt.
JP Juanli saying you should make ASMR.
Oh my gosh. Need a better mic for that, maybe.
So now we are about to go into the Giovanni fight, where if you don't have Torrent, this can be a little bit of a scary fight just because you can't kill everything in one shot. But since we have Torrent, Water Pulse kills it all. Surf could kill it all with Torrent, but you want to really save on Surf PP for the rival fight because you need at least 2 for that fight. Remember when Juanli was grinding for world record?
Remember when me and Juanli were tied?
I remember that. Tied for 3rd. I remember that as well, Randall.
I also missed the tie, actually.
The tie was great. I remember when you got, or was it you or Juanli that got the run that tied? I think it was Juanli got the run that tied.
Juanli got the run that tied. I got my run a while earlier, actually.
That's right. So Juanli got the run that tied, and I immediately posted in Discord. I'm like, JP, you guys are tied now. And just the odds of that happening, especially with RTA, is insane. Do y'all remember when Etchy said he was going to join a race? I remember that.
I have
Okay.
fond memories of that.
So now that Giovanni is down, we are going to be going to the Sylph rival, and this is where the fun starts, because we have Sylph rival, and then we go straight for the Victory Road. I probably should have saved for this, but I'm sure I'll be fine.
This fight is one of the least egregious fights So it should be fine. Plus, if for some reason we lose, we can just go back.
Probably
might
helps
have to
at
buy
the full
some.
restore.
Yeah. Oh.
I didn't
Well,
pull- this should be fine.
it'll still be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no sand attack to worry about here, so.
Yeah. So we X special times 2, X accuracy, and then surf the Pidgeotto. Randall, if you think I'm not saving for any of the Leaf 4, you're wrong. I'm saving for all 4 of them, plus Champ.
May as well.
Okay, this Blizzard on the Venusaur is actually a range. That was
It's
a
not.
15-16 range, but that's
It's not
fine.
because you're level 50.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Optionals. I forgot I was level 50.
Ain't it nice to combine 2 routes?
I know, right?
That's cool too.
Hydro Pump miss. Maybe. If there was a $1,000 donation, I might, just might, not save for any of the Elite Four. But I gotta see that come in before I start facing Lorelei.
So, for some reason, this Growlithe always uses agility. I have never seen it do any other move.
Wanley, this isn't Mankey percent. I'm sorry, but it's not.
Wanley, you're here late. We actually found a Mankey earlier when we were looking for a bird.
Yeah.
Or a cutter, actually. If we do get the 1% Mankey, you should Yellow Ball it.
I did not get a 1% Mankey.
Unfortunate. No, there's no other catches this route. We are just taking this Blastoise straight to the moon.
We did mention your name, Wanley. It's always fun to find Wanley. Nope, I need to teach surf.
Yeah, current Mankey percent world record holder. Only.
So there we teach strength over water pulse because surf is OP. And we won't be needing water pulse anymore. And then we head into Victory Road. Let's see if my movement will be clean or not. That says anything about this Victory Road, that's gonna be fun. Sorry, I only know the second place holder, FireRed LeafGreen runner, Wanley Ways.
There are no required trainers in this Victory Road, unlike in Let's Go Eevee. But you just got to be extremely careful when you go through.
If you hit any of these trainers, really, most of them will kill you and you have to restart Victory Road all over again. A lot of them are really bad to hit.
That would actually probably be a good time for donations. During the movement section, I think. Do we have any?
All right, we do have one donation here by PicklePop, $25.45. Remember to save for the Elite Four, Kidrocker. Less than 3 heart.
Heart right back to you, Pickle. Kid Rock One Love. Now that double battle is actually the worst set of trainers to hit in that Victory Road, just for the fact that you normally don't have any serfs there, and they have a Nidoqueen and a Nidoking. So those are definitely the worst two to hit.
Here we do a quick deposit and withdrawal, just to heal Blastoids and refill the PP for its moves.
And then we head into the Elite Four. So first up is Lorelei. The one main time loss on Lorelei is her doing a hail. It loses you about a minute, but it's also expected with most runs. If you get hailless for runs, it's actually a surprise. So here we set up 4 X specials and then pretty much bite her whole team except for the Jinx. No, I got turn 4 hail. I was hoping.
It's so unlikely to get hailless with mild. So
it is, but it's like it had 3 turns and I'm like maybe, just maybe.
Oh well. I mean, it's expected to get 1. So the downside with it being turn 4 hail is that the Cloister will likely spam protect. Sometimes it will randomly use spikes, but usually it will just protect.
It actually didn't protect.
Oh wow, nice.
Ooh.
And there's the longest cry in the game with Jinx. You literally have to wait like 4 or 5 seconds for the cry to actually finish.
Nobody can do it like Keys are on.
Nope. Keys and Pulse actually does a good one too. Imitating Keys, which is funny. Can I get the crit? Nope. I got double flinch though.
Oh, nice.
I mean, double flinch works.
The time save. Yeah, so that's good. So that means it's a healless Lorelei, which definitely saves time. On average, you will probably have to, heal on Lorelei.
Okay, so Bruno time. Here we need Torrent at +2, or we need to go to +4. So here we're gonna guard spec once, and then we're gonna X special ×2 to see if we get in Torrent. If we do get into Torrent, that's great. If not, we're gonna have to X spec even more. So here, even though we do have Torrent, we're gonna have to potion, or no, we're gonna have to super, because we need to
Yeah.
get hit into Torrent so that we don't get mock punched by the Hitmonchan, which that does 26 to 30. So that actually worked out really well.
Yep. That worked out well.
Yeah. Yeah, so the strategy there in that fight, with that HP, you guard spec so that way Rock Tomb can't lower your speed when it hits. And since Onyx is always favored AI-wise to go for a move that'll lower your speed, it locks in Rock Tomb after the first turn. The only reason he used Earthquake on that turn was because the Blastoids fell into kill range, but the Super solved everything and left Kidrocker at really good health, actually.
This is actually okay health for Agatha as well, so
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Okay, time for Agatha. So here I want to just save because I'm at health that Agatha cannot kill me. The only way that Agatha can kill me is with crit Shadow Punch. So we'll hope and pray that that does not happen.
If we do get turn 1 Shadow Punch and it's not a crit, we can just Super Potion in order to get out of range.
Yeah. Sick. What? Alright, so I'm gonna Super Potion and then heal that. That's weird.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I have not seen that.
Is that Torrent? I think that... Is that still Torrent? I don't know. I'm gonna heal it anyways, because I don't want to risk that.
Yeah, so Toxic is extremely unlikely
So I'm gonna have to
on
go
this
for
fight. I
it.
believe it's something around 3%.
Yeah, you gotta go +3 here.
Hope I hit a Surf. So that's +3. Please hit. And Toxic.
Wow.
Oof.
That would just full restore then.
Yeah. At this point,
Yeah.
there's no need to just antidote because I don't need Torrent. Now she's... This Agatha fight has been so weird. And then I hit. Like... What is this Agatha fight?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the
Sure.
weirder Agatha fights you can get.
That was such a weird fight. I don't think I've ever had that fight before.
I can't remember seeing Toxic first, so Yeah, that was
That was such
weird.
a weird fight.
So ideally, we have one surf left after this fight. That way we can deal with the Aerodactyl, which we do. So.
And Agatha is down. So here we full restore. And then save, and we have to hit some blizzards here. So here I'm not going to go for the risky strategy just because 2 Dragon Rages will put me into death range here.
Yeah, so there are 2 strategies for this fight. Both of them require, or usually require, 1x special and 1x accuracy. It's just the order that you do it. The standard strat, which is what we're going to be doing right now, is X. We're going to do bite, and then X special, then X accuracy, and then double blizzard. And then the other strat is to X special, do 2 bites, then X accuracy, and go in.
Alright, we're good. Okay, now we just need to hit 3 more blizzards.
Yeah, the key thing is hitting the 93% blizzards.
Yeah. Which normally is something you don't often think about, but it's something that you have to think about on Lance because you're forced to use up either 4 or 5 blizzards all in a row.
So if you miss one, you're gonna have to elixir early. Because we normally elixir for champs to get all of our blizzards back. But would have to elixir early and change our strategies up a bit. But we hit all of them, so we're good.
Nice.
And this
Looks like no
Aerodactyl-
93% emote today.
And that Aerodactyl also knows Hyper Beam, but for me it did 63 to 73, and I was at 74 HP. So I was just outside of kill range.
Yeah, sometimes that Aerodactyl will use Ancient Power, and there's a slight chance you have to worry if it gets all its stat boost off. But normally, not something you have to worry about too often to even get it there.
Yeah, if you have Torn, which is what we had there, you don't have to worry about it at all.
Okay, saving for champ.
Unironically, race PB pace. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why can't I get this luck during a race? Okay.
Because there's not 3 other people stealing your luck at the same time.
I mean, you're not wrong. Especially Randall. Guard spec. Speed. Then we're gonna go to +3 here. Or +2 in Torrent, depending on... So now that we are in Torrent... Okay, never mind. Just gonna crit us. Guy loves the aerial ace crit.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That's always
That's
fun.
the worst turn you can get a critical on.
I mean, at least the death happened there.
Yeah.
It wasn't on anything else, so
It wasn't
it's
a
whatever.
blizzard miss. No, guard spec. Feather dance is nice.
Feather Dance is the best move for this fight because even if we somehow didn't, also X speed.
Yeah.
Even if we somehow didn't have guard spec up, it's completely useless.
That's +3. And that is also torrent.
Yeah, so you can actually go for
Blight,
Bite,
Bite
Surf.
Surf on Venusaur.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, it's
Wait,
still
yeah,
not
wait, no,
torrent.
hold on. That's not
It's still not torrent.
Actually. Wait.
Is that not torrent?
No.
Well, Yellow
believe it's
Blizzards.
5 HP short. Yeah, doesn't matter. You could always just flinch on the
Yellow
spike.
Blizzard.
Yellow Blizzard. And Yellow Blizzard hits.
Oh, that
We
was
have
fucking
real gaming going on here.
See, math is hard at times. So that's when you just YOLO.
Congratulations, Kid Rocker. You are now a fellow luck stealer.
I don't know about that, Randall.
Randall, there are only induction ceremonies for the Magnitude 10 Hall of Fame.
Okay, never mind. Bruh.
What?
How did that happen?
Oh,
Thrash
no.
critical.
Wow.
That's so unlucky.
The fuck is that?
Yeah.
That's so unlucky. No, just no quick attack. Okay, we're good. +2. That was second champ death.
Both deaths have been to criticals.
Yep.
Yeah.
Game. Nope. It ate my input.
Oh.
How many deaths am I gonna have to champ? I'm still underestimate somehow.
I think you've still got this. This is gonna be the 3-sand attack champ fight on Pidgeot. Sand attack is ideally the move you want to see with guard spec up.
Yep, Sand Attack and Feather Dance.
Nice sand attacks. Is Nico actually gonna call this? That's 2.
I sent him luck.
I am in Torrent now. +3 Torrent, let's go.
This is in fact point.
I can math this time.
And no need to risk any blizzard on that Venusaur.
Nope. Well, we only really need Torrent for that Venusaur.
Yeah.
Punch? Nope. Dragon Rage. Hit the 70% Blizzard. Hey! We got it.
Now heal, because you are in extreme speed range.
Yeah.
You mean I can't just yellow on the Arcanine? I can't
No.
yellow to outspeed it?
I wish I could tell you that.
Surf is not a priority move.
Why can't I just YOLO it, JP? Wrong move used? Still hit it? That won't kill, unless it crits. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're done. Underestimate. That's all
Okay.
I wanted.
Yay!
That's all I wanted was underestimate. I just
No.
wanted-
Back end crit.
I just wanted us to give another chance at us to donate. This run was so bad.
It actually wasn't terrible
Well,
until
it-
champion.
Yeah, Champ
Yeah.
kind of screwed this time.
Yep.
Okay, and then time is coming up on Fadeaway after it shows our Pokemon and our time and all that. So not here, but the next Fadeaway. And time.
Hooray! Hooray!
Okay, thank you, Kidrocker, for this run. That was great.
That was. I hope that was entertaining. That Champ fight was so bad.
It sure was.
I would like to thank JP and Mockling for both coming out to help me with commentary. Thank you for both of you. And then I'd like to also thank Shab for the $50 donation for the Shabla bike, and then another 50 for me successfully doing it. Thank you all for having me on Velocity Online. It was a pleasure being here.
Yeah, thank you.